Well, hi everybody. Mindy here. Today is Friday. It's May 19th, 2023, and the Forex market closed about 2 hours ago. It's about 6 p.m. in my time zone right now, and actually I took a little nap this afternoon after the market closed. So I'm ready to do the report for this last week. Now, this week, the most of the pairs that I was trading just kind of were in a slow slog, of a trending move upward, and nothing real special happened this week. So it was kind of just a nice, quiet, average week for the Magic EA. So let's go over to the account that I've been recording for the last 4 months now. But what we see, I'm in the account history window here, and I'm going to right click and do the custom period. I'm going to take it back to Sunday the 14th. That's when this week started. And I'll pull the end date over to tomorrow, which is the 20th. And that makes sure that I get absolutely everything that happened in this week. So I'll do that. And what we can see down here at the bottom is that we closed $972.25. Now, there's nothing spectacular about that, right? You've seen where this account can literally close, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 in a week. And we've had a lot of weeks that have been much higher than $900. But we've also had weeks that weren't $900. They were more like $400 or something. So anyway, this is what just an average, kind of slow week looks like. Okay. Now, right now, these trades are sorted so that the first trade that closed this week is at the top, and the last trade that closed this week is at the bottom. And what we see is that the last few days, we've had quite a few original trades enter, where earlier in the week we really didn't have that many original trades. It was mostly hedges and quick fixers going in and out, right? So when I sort by comment, that puts all of the original trades together, okay? So when we come down here to the original trades, we see that we had one original trade close this week. That was from May 5th. So that trade is several weeks old, right? And that's a trade that had hedged and quick fixed multiple times over the last 3 weeks, but it finally came out. And then after that, we see we had 2 trades that went in on the 16th. We had 2 that went in on the 17th, 3 on the 18th, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that went in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, 5 that went in today, which is the 19th. So our total number of original trades that went in this week is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Well, 12 from this week and 1 from an old week. Okay, so we had 13 original trades closed this week. Other than that, everything that went in the account was hedges and quick fixers, and we have no scroll bar here. So this is the entire list of closed positions, and it just barely fit on one screen. Now, you can also see that the manual trades that I did this week, I only did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The whole week, that's all that happened. There just wasn't many opportunities to put in manual trades, so I didn't put them in, right? But anyway, when we go over to our statistics for this week, what we had is we had $972.25. That equates to 9.7%. Now, remember, I measure the profit each week against the original balance in the account, which was $10,000. Okay? So if I would have made about $30 more, I would have had a 10% week, right? But nope, didn't make it. We had a 9.7% week, and that's okay. Now, the total number of closed positions, now this includes original trades, hedges, quick fixes, and manual trades, was only 30 trades that closed this week. Okay, there were 13 original trades that closed. I already showed you that. Now, currently, there's only 3 original trades left open in the account. Okay, and they are all from several weeks ago. Okay, so all of the original trades that opened this week closed. Okay, and a couple of them did make hedges and quick fixers before the original trade closed. Okay, and then like I showed you, I made 5 manual trades this week. Okay, so that's where our statistics are. Now, when we go back over to the account, when I go to the trade tab, this is where all of the open positions are, right? If I sort these by comment, what you can see is there's just 3 original trades. So everything else that's in this account is some variation of a hedge and quick fix level for one of these 3 trades. Okay, so we have a CHF JPY trade that opened on April 28th. We have a CAD JPY trade that opened on April 28th. These 2 trades are almost a month old. By next week, they'll be a month old, but that's okay, right? And then we have one original trade that opened on May 2nd, which was about 3 weeks ago. But other than that, that's all the original trades. Everything else that's in here is some deviation of a hedge or quick fix level or manual trade for one of these situations. Okay, now you can see that the negative PL, because the market is closed, it's showing us negative 12,000, right over $12,000. Now the thing is, before the market closed this afternoon, the negative PL was 10,000 and some, right at $10,000. Now, the thing is, that sounds like a lot of money, but it's really not when you compare it to the balance in the account, which is currently $85,000, and the equity is $73,000, right? Now, you have to remember that the reason we put money into a Forex account is so that we can use that money to make more money, right? So right now, I am using $12,000 of my equity to carry these trades until I find profitable outcomes for them, which I will. I just have to wait for the market to turn around a little bit or go much, much higher. Because in either circumstance, no matter where the price goes, I have an exit strategy where I will be able to close any of these situations for a profit. We never take losses. So this negative PL really doesn't mean much, really. So anyway, I wanted to explain that again because I haven't talked about that for quite a while. Now, the negative PL in this account really has been maintaining somewhere, between $9,000 and $10,000 for weeks, right? But what I want you to also consider is it's not really getting any bigger. It's just kind of hanging out there because we have so many positions that need to come out, and they will sooner or later. But over the course of the last 3 or 4 weeks, during which time the negative PL at the end of the week has been pretty consistent, right around $9,000 to $10,000. It looks larger now, but that's just because of the spreads, because the market's closed. But over the course of the last month, when we've been running that $10,000 negative PL, I made $900 this week. I made almost $2,500 last week. I made $9,300 the week prior to that, and $3,500 the week prior to that, right? So this 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I've made about $15,000 in the last month during the time that I have continued to hold a negative PL of about $10,000. So you can see how, even though the negative PL is still there, and it still looks like a big number, it's really not. You know, I've made more than that in the last 3 weeks, right? So percentage-wise, the negative PL, when measured against the equity balance, is actually a smaller percentage now than it was 3 weeks ago, right? And that's okay. That's how Forex works sometimes. But when we go back over here, I do remember, I don't know if I mentioned it in the video or not, but on this week right here where I made $9,395, I literally, if I would have wanted to make that week a wash week, right, I could have literally closed every open position in the account, right? The only problem with that is, for the end of that week, I would have made like $0 in overall booked profit, because I would have wiped out all of the profit that I made during that week by closing off the negative positions that were left at the end of the week. And I didn't want to do that, because I'd rather go ahead and hang on to those trades, make more money off of them in the coming weeks, and essentially have $9,395 of profit that I can keep in the account. Does that make sense to you? But anyway, I hope that it does. But if you are interested in learning more about the Magic EA and how it works, please come to my website. It's mindyyost.com. Okay? And if you have any questions about it, here's my email address right here at the top. It's mindyyost@kc.rr.com. Okay? But the Magic EA is really the only EA available that I know of, and I have people present me with EAs almost daily, right? So I've seen pretty much anything and everything that's out there. But my Magic EA, the one that I created, is really the only EA that I know of that will absolutely protect you from anything even remotely close to a margin call, and you will make a profit off of every trade that the EA makes, okay? It's just a matter of when, okay? Sometimes the trades make a profit right away, like the ones that opened this week. All of the original trades that opened this week came out for a profit this week. Most of them came out in the same day that they opened, okay? But with the Magic EA, you will not lose money, because it only closes trades for profits, but it manages the trades in a way where you never have to worry about having a margin call or anything like that. So if you're interested, go ahead and contact me. I'll answer any questions that you have about the EA. Or if you're ready just to try the EA, I highly recommend that you first try it on a demo account. And I have a link right here where you can purchase the Magic EA to run on a demo account for a month or so and see how it works and learn how to do the manual interventions and things like that. I highly recommend that you use it on a demo account before you put it on a live account. Okay? So you can learn using it on a live account. But in the long run, you're going to be far better off if you do your learning curve on how to use the Magic EA on a demo account. And that way, when you're totally comfortable with what you can expect to see in your account and how to manipulate the manual intervention trades that we do have to make occasionally, you'll be confident that you can do that profitably before you put the EA on a live account. Okay? And I've never had this happen, but it could be a situation where you try the EA on a demo account and find out that you don't like it, in which case you're never going to want to buy it for your live account. But it's better to learn that, on a demo account than to pay for a live account and then 3 weeks later decide that this is not for you, right? So anyway, I always suggest that people use common sense when they're trying out a new EA and in anything they do when it comes to financial matters or investing or trading. It's very important to know what you're getting into before you go full bore with your live account, okay? But really, that's all I have to say for today. And I hope everybody has a really good weekend. And happy trading for next week. It'll be here before we know what happened. And I'll talk to you again, not next Friday, but the Friday following. Next Friday, I will be out of the office on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I'm going to have a 5-day holiday beginning Wednesday evening next week. So next week I will not be doing the Friday night video, okay? So you'll have to wait 2 weeks to hear from me again in a new video, but I'll do a recap at that time of 2 weeks of trading instead of just one, okay? So I will see you then. Happy trading, everybody. Bye for now.